This is the audience for Allison Pietrowitz's Persuasive Speech. It's 5:30 on a Tuesday evening at a modern-day busy family's home. Let's take a look at their dinner plans. Mom is heading out the door with Amber to take her to dance class, and she yells up the stairs, "Hey Dad, can you make a dinner real quick for the kids? I gotta take Amber to dance." She heads out the door. Dad yells down to Brett, "Hey Brett, get something for Sarah to eat. I'll be down in a minute. I'm just finishing up my last details of my work project due tomorrow." So Brett says, "Hey Sarah, you're on your own. Grab a bowl of cereal." And Brett walks into the kitchen, grabs a bag of chips, pours a glass of pop, and grabs an apple just for, nutritional value. And that is family dinner on a Tuesday night for modern day America. Does this sound familiar in our busy lives? I think most families have experienced that at times. And our research is showing that families are realizing the importance of eating family meals together. So they have been really trying hard to make that a priority in their lives. So according to an article in the New York Times, social scientists have been studying the benefits of family dinners for years. Many of these studies show children who eat with their families regularly were less likely to be involved with drugs and alcohol, as well as get better grades, eat healthier, and exhibit less stress. So some of the specific benefits that I would like to talk about with you today are how family meals promote healthier eating, have a positive effect on the children's intellect, as well as they show dramatic effects on the teenager, and they do promote closeness within the family. So as far as family meals promoting healthier eating, kids who are in the habit of eating at home with their families tend to eat more vegetables, which ultimately increases their intake of several nutrients, including fiber, calcium, folate, iron, vitamin B6, B12, C, and E. And they also have a lower glycemic load. This stands to reason that if children are left to their own to get their dinners, they're going to do things like Brett in our example, who just grabs a bag of chips, and if they're a good kid, they might get an apple. But by putting the food down in front of your children, they will eat the asparagus, or at least try it, which opens them up to new nutrients and keeps them much healthier. Also, studies from Harvard Medical School have shown that children who eat dinner with their family drink less soda pop, and they also consume less fried foods, which decreases their intake of saturated and trans fats. It seems far-fetched that family dinners could have an impact on children's intellect, but studies have shown that it does improve their scores on achievement tests, and that it does correlate to kindergartners being more prepared for reading once they get to kindergarten, even more so than reading with your child. How this happens is that children's thinking skills and linguistic development actually improves because they're exposed to adult conversation at the dinner table, which allows them to see how adults use words, it improves their grammar, and it does build their vocabulary. As far as the dramatic effects on teenagers, there has been a study that's done yearly by the National Center of Addiction and Substance Abuse at Columbia University, and in the 2011 survey, they compared teens who eat family meals together compared to the teens who have infrequent family meals, which is 3 times or less per week, and those teens are 4 times more likely to use tobacco, more than twice as likely to use alcohol, 2.5 times likelier to use marijuana, and 4 times likelier to say that they expect to try drugs in their future. But they have seen that teens who have consistent family dinners are more motivated to learn, so it does also improve their academic standings. And the Washington State University says that teens who eat more family meals are likely to be less depressed, and that could be because these teens have better relationships with their family members. The teens say that eating a meal, even 1 time a week with their family, what they find the best about that is the conversation, the sharing, and the interacting with their family members. And this is how family dinners can promote closeness within the family. Eating together builds companionship, which is a familiarity between people. And the word companion in Latin actually means one with whom you share bread. So that is an interesting idea, that we can build companionship as we eat around the table and share bread together. According to William Dougherty, he's the author of The Intentional Family, Simple Rituals to Strengthen Family Ties. He says that meals together send the message that citizenship in a family entails certain standards beyond their individual whims. This is where a family builds their identity and their culture. So as you can see, dinners can be a time for a family to reinforce their family values and build their own family traditions that the children can then take into their families when they sit around the table. So let's try to make family dinners an important part of a family's life. Adjust your schedule and your family commitment to allow for time for your family to eat at least 5 nights a week. When you're unable to keep that schedule, allow for flexibility in adjusting your dinner time so that you can still actually sit down as a family. Plan your meals ahead of time. Involve family members in the preparation of the dinner. Make sure that you turn off the TV so that you can share conversation. Build some family traditions of your own. I recently asked my daughter if she was going to play high-low, which is a game that I played when I was around my family dinner and all of my children have played, and she said, well, of course, I wouldn't have family dinner without it. So that's the kind of camaraderie we can have as we have family dinners together. So we have seen through all of this that families eat together is beneficial to the parents and especially to the children. It does promote healthier eating, has positive effects on the children's intellect, and dramatic effects on a teenager, as well as promoting family closeness. So as the author Miriam Winstein, who is the author of Surprising Power of Family Meals, reminds us that dinner has a place in the cycle of the day, a time for sitting back, a time for winding down. And in the light of the many benefits that I've discussed here today, I ask you, what can you do this week to give family dinners a priority in the cycle of your day? Thank you.